Hello guys and welcome to Haymanager. Today a bit of a different video I'm going to do for you. I'm going to start this series where I take clubs and teams from the past and sort of pit them against other similar sides. So for example today what I'm going to bring to you is a massive talking point throughout the whole of last season was whether or not this Liverpool side could potentially be as good or is as good as the United Treble winners side. So today as you can see I've got Manchester United and Liverpool, and we'll look at Manchester United's squad right now. It's a nice little squad. It's the 99 winners squad bar Peter Schmeichel. So the reason for this, I could not find the 1998-99 database. It's quite hard to find nowadays. I've looked everywhere, but there is people out there. I'll put them down in the link below. I'll put the names and stuff up in the middle of the screen here now, just so you can go and see their links and see what databases they're making. They make fantastic databases, and this one is the 99-2000 season, so the season following up from the 99 treble winners side. So I think they brought in Mikel Silvestre, they brought in a few different players here and there, but the main core of the team is here. We've got Gary Neville, Jaap Stam, Ronnie Johnson, Dennis Irwin, Beckham, Keane, Scholes, Giggs, York, Cole, the lot. You've got Ollie Solskjaer on the bench, all these players in, but just no Peter Schmeichel. So this is how we're going to set up. I've taken control of both sides. I'm going to use the tactics that they would use in their time. So for example, the 4-4-2 was a stellar position for Manchester United back in the day. Standard goalkeeper, no sweeper keepers, full backs galore, standard centre backs. Giggs on the left, a deeper wing player. So Giggs on the left as a support winger, Beckham getting a bit further forward with his crossing, Scholes and Keane in the midfield as a two. This position here sort of left a bit open. The standard lines, they pushed high up the pitch, but I don't think they pushed that high. It's another standard line of engagement going forward. I think to be fair to them though, I might just push them a bit higher there. We've got tighter marking. They used to press down pretty urgently. They always used to get drawn into the ball, take the players out, get stuck in. It was a much rougher game back then, as we all know as well. Counter-attacking football. Manchester United loved to play this counter-attacking football in 99. Distribute it to the flanks as well. That was the main one, just like get it forward. In fact, no, they used to just punt it forward, didn't they? So it was just take long free. I'll just put take long kicks on, because that's literally all they did. As far as I'm concerned, attacking extremely wide. We used to go extremely wide, pass into the space, play for the set pieces. Used to be quite direct. I wouldn't say it was completely direct. I put standard on there. And it used to be a lot of the case going down the wings and just getting down the bylines, crossing them balls in. So that's how Manchester United's team plays out. I'll just go through a few of the plays for you as well, because it's just brilliant seeing some of these players. First off, we'll start with Gary Neville now. Gary Neville, look at those stats. 17 tackling, 15 marking. They've done him dirty up here with his dribbling and everything, but a 24-year-old Gary Neville, incredible mentals there, composure not too great, concentration neither. But look at them, 19 leadership, 17 work rate, high 17s and 16s for positioning, teamwork, decisions and bravery. And his pace, they've done him dirty as well. 12 acceleration. I mean, he's not a fast guy, but it is just funny to see. And then his fitness, obviously, fantastic. So that's Gary Neville for you. Who else shall we look at? We'll look at Jaap Stam as well, because what a man. Look at that, 20 heading, brave, strength 20, fast, everything you want in the centre-back. Absolutely brilliant. 19 positioning, 16 marking, 19 tackling. It's incredible to see, really. David Beckham, a stellar man. Look at how fantastic these stats are. 19 crossing, dribbling 10, which I think is a bit harsh, if anything. Is what it is. 17 corners, 19 free kicks, 19 long shots, 19 passing, 18 vision, 17 flair. Not the fastest again, but look at that. A fantastic player. And then we'll look at Keane. We'll look at Keane as well. Why not? Look at that. Just take it in. I'll just skip through a few of these players now. Ryan Giggs, another one to look at. Unreal. I mean, in the modern day, if you had a player like this, it reminds me a bit of Sadio Mane, if anything. Look at those stats. Brilliant stats there. And then who else should we look at? We'll look at Andy Cole. Brilliant player. Dwight York, the better of the two, though. We'll have a look at him. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic player. Brilliant player. So that is the 99 squad. I'll now transfer over to this Liverpool side of 2019-20 side, who did win the Premier League. We'll have a look at them. So here we are, a bit more familiar side. I'm sure you're all familiar with this and how they set up. So this is a very modern take on this Liverpool and this footballing era. Alisson in there as a sweeper keeper attack, so a bit more activity going on for him in that goalkeeper position. Then we've got Robertson just on that wing back. The wing back role really came into fruition in these years just gone by. Alexander-Arnold, a complete wing back. Let's have a look at him. Fantastic player. Look at that. At 20 years of age, 18 passing, 16 vision, great technique. Not at the heights of David Beckham. As an all-round player, he is fantastic and probably suits a bit better that deep line playmaker role. And then have Van Dijk, Gomez in the back two. I mean, Van Dijk, just look at that. Just look at that. He's an animal. I'll describe him more. heading, marking, passing. He's got the great passing on him. Mentals are all there. He's clever to the game. He's physical. He's only 27 as well. He's just fantastic. Then we've got Fabinho Henderson, Wijnaldum, Mane on the left. I mean, he's very similar to a Ryan Giggs in terms of his stats. Maybe a bit better finishing, but lacks in those corners and crossing and passing regions. Very similar to Giggs, in all honesty. Salah on the other side as an inside forward. This man was unreal. Absolutely unreal. You can't really fault this Liverpool side as well as Firmino up front, who's, again, even though he lacks in the finishing positions, his passing makes up for it in mentals as well. As I've lined up for Liverpool, I have lined up as a positive mentality for both sides. They play out from the back, they overlap on the left and right, obviously getting these players forward. They're playing a little bit wide. They don't play extremely wide, but they're playing it a little bit wider. Hit them early crosses in, they like to get those early crosses in. Playing a bit shorter, tempo is extremely high. They like to counter press. It's the modern day sort of take on it. They counter as well, taking the short kicks, just passing it out from the back basically, distributing it to the centre backs. Then we have a higher defensive line. I'll probably put that even higher. And then a much higher line of engagement. They close down extremely urgently, and I think that's pretty much it for this Liverpool side. Offside trap as well. So this is how we're lining up. I'm going to go through I've set up a tournament here, a knockout game. We've got 2 knockout legs, and then we'll see who is the better of these 2 sides. If I had to put a prediction down, it'll be this Liverpool side. Modern day football is just incredibly fast paced, so much more intense in terms of how the players close down and how they can deliver a ball and how fast paced the game is and how technical it is compared to that 4-4-2 that we just saw then, which is very standard football, but was brilliant and revolutionary in its time, really. So yeah, I'll join you back just before we start the first game, and we'll get straight into the action. So we're at the kickoff screen. We're going to see how the teams line up against each other there. As you can see, the 4-4-2 from Manchester United. I will be making substitutes for the 2 teams. I'll be pausing it around the 65th minute, 70th minute, just to make the 2 substitutes, all the substitutes that they would make during these eras. And then we can see as this Liverpool side, 4-1-2-2-1, 4-3-3 basically with the defensive midfielder. Yeah, we're going to get straight into it, kick off, and now we should see where we go from here. I've got the key highlights on, so we get to see these. Robertson with the ball in early. Johnson gets that away, which Wijnaldum comes out to. Fabinho on the ball, plays Salah through. He hits on the volley in Bosnick with a good save. I'm just going to speed up these highlights just a little bit faster. Salah on the ball now. What can he do here? Gets the ball in. Comes out to Mane. Can he find maybe a crossing himself? The highlight's still going. Mane dribbles past everyone here. Plays out to the edge of the box. Henderson with a header, and Bosnick manages to keep hold of it, should I say, as it's coming forward now. Scholes plays it to York, who plays it to Cole, and this game is heating up already. It's end-to-end stuff. Salah sits over the free kick, it's headed away, and flipping heck, York with a lethal tackle on Henderson there. Another tackle gets put in. Beckham plays the ball forward towards Dwight York. Yeah, Dwight York, who manages to get that down. Gomez tries to play a ball through. Now it comes back to Bosnick. Into Ronnie Johnson now. Yap Stam. Not the best technically, brilliant physical player, so seeing United play it out from the back like this is a bit weird. Scholes on the ball, beautiful ball forward, and Andy Cole just can't finish back past Alisson. This game is jam-packed. Fabinho on it now. To Wijnaldum, who plays the ball forwards, finds Mane. Can he finish there? Bosnick with another great save. Salah with another ball in, and Bosnick claims that. Liverpool looking to be a bit more dangerous, I'd say. These are on key highlights. They've given the ball to Andy Cole. Oh no! Andy Cole is counted on the Alisson mistake, and it's 1-0 to Manchester United. I was just making sure I was on key highlights. Van Dijk with a poor touch, and then Andy Cole. Alisson makes a great save, but it falls straight back to him, and Andy Cole has capitalised on that mistake. This 99 United squad are 1-0 up after 20 minutes. This is going to be an intense episode. 32 minutes in now. Irwin with a throw-in. Finds Andy Cole. Andy Cole's done it. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Oh, that's unlucky. A great little bit of work there. Giggs plays it back to Scholes, who tries to find Andy Cole, who just goes too late. And he puts that in the back of the net now. Another highlight here. It's going Liverpool's way. Alexander-Arnold on the ball. Tries to come forward. Giggs tackles him. Robertson now to Mane. Mane's coming forward. He's great coming forward, and he's just put that wide. Liverpool have been dominating the game, sort of how they do, but United in this balanced system where they have 4 in the midfield, the players get back and help a lot more. It's a more intense squad, as you can see. The 2 strikers up front. Dwight York coming forward, and Dwight York has put that in the back of the net. An assist from Andy Cole. The duo up front, you can't argue with how great they were. They were absolutely fantastic as a partnership up front, and I don't think Van Dijk and Gomez, as good as they are, can cope with how good they are at breaking this back line. Brilliant play by Manchester United there. They do have the home leg for this one. We're then going to go away from home, obviously to Anfield, and see what they can do there. Gary Neville with the tackle on Mane there. Now, Stam plays it to Beckham. Can he find a ball forward? He tries to. He just doesn't pull off. And Fabinho now gives it Henderson, who can try and find a ball forward. He finds Salah now. Can he pull that back? He tries to find Mane. Forced to Firmino. Forced to Firmino again from Salah. And Liverpool have got a goal back away from home here. A big away goal. Salah tries to play the ball in. Mane can't get there. It's headed back to Firmino. Comes to Salah, who plays it back to Firmino and slots it in that bottom left-hand corner. It's all to play for coming into half-time here. It's an interesting one. 43 minutes now. Beckham over a free kick. We know how good he is at them. And Andy Cole's put it in again, but he's offside. He's offside again. It's this high line from Liverpool really ruining this Andy Cole masterclass, which could have been a hat-trick, really. But instead, we're seeing him having a pretty poor game out there as another goal has gone in. Mane! Oh my God. The stroke of half-time, the last dying embers of half-time. It's 2-2 now. Salah with the ball in. I don't know who that... Oh, Bosnick spills that and Mane pounces on it immediately. At the half, I'd probably say, at the end of that, Liverpool are starting to dominate and starting to come into their own. We're going to start the second half. It's heating up here in this game. This is only the first leg as well, as it's playing out to Robertson now, who finds Mane. Liverpool coming out of the blocks early. And Firmino, Bosnick with a fantastic save for him. For United there. Flipping heck. So we're coming up to the 50th minute now. As I said, I'll make the substitutes at the 65th minute. They'll most likely be very similar to the ones that are in real life, as Dwight York's been played through. Now, it was a brilliant pass by Beckham. You've seen Beckham and Giggs with some of the phenomenal passes and crosses into the box. Giggs plays it back to Scholes, who's managed to lose that out there. Irwin now, a fantastic left back throughout the ages. Ronnie Johnson's played that forward and Dwight York, he's put it home. He's put it in the back of the net, 3-2. Ronnie Johnson playing a phenomenal ball forward. Irwin plays it back to him, takes a touch out of his feet, hits it over the defenders, and Dwight York runs onto that. And there's no questioning where he's putting that. It's in the back of the net. Alisson can't do anything about it. He's conceded 3. And United, despite the fact they've not dominated the game, counter-attacking football, taking the chances, it's what they do best. We're coming up to the 65th minute now. And here we are, we're going to make the changes. So, I'll show you the changes we're going to make. Normally, we see Solskjaer coming on in the dying embers, so Andy Cole deserves his goal. Dwight York storming the game. We're going to bring on Ollie Solskjaer. He's going to be a pressing forward. And then, as well as that, Bloomquist sort of comes on. Your standard sort of player. He plays a more of an attacking role, but he does come on for Ryan Giggs a lot of the time. And as well as that, we're going to see Nicky Butt make an appearance for Paul Scholes, because Nicky Butt played a lot of the games throughout this year. I think he deserves a bit more a spot in the side, because Paul Scholes was still 24, ripe in age, but as you can see, he only played a few games, Nicky Butt. That's the changes I'm making for United. As for Liverpool, tactics-wise, they always used to bring off Wijnaldum, they used to bring on James Milner. Origi used to go out wide for Mane after not having a fantastic game. And then, as well as that, Oxlade-Chamberlain maybe sometimes would come in for a Henderson. So we're going to make those changes like that. And then we're going to see how this game pans out. In fact, no, Jordan Henderson I'll keep on. I'll keep Jordan Henderson on purely because he suits that style of play a bit more. James Milner coming on. To be fair, Liverpool only used to make 2 changes anyway per game, really. It wasn't a mass rotation for Liverpool most of the time. So in the 72nd minute now, we have a free kick, and who's standing over it? It's Mohamed Salah stands over it, and Bosnick with another fantastic save. It's a tense one, this one. I've got to admit, it's a very tense one. Roy Keane picking up his first yellow card. United picking up a lot of yellow cards now. Bit scary for United with all these yellow cards, but York's put that in the back of the net. It's disallowed again. It was 40, and that's 3 disallowed goals now. Beckham with a beautiful ball in. York's there, and he heads that home. It's 3-2 still, coming up to the 90th minute. There's 4 minutes added time. A jam-packed first game for us here. And now we're going to go into the second half. We'll go straight to the second leg. Same tactics, same everything. Starting 11s aren't going to change. But 2 away goals for Liverpool, you can see there. 3 Manchester United goals at home. 2 for Dwight York, 1 for Andy Cole. United have the edge, but 2 away goals for Liverpool means they have the advantage going into this game. Okay, then here we are. We are at Wembley again, but second leg, we see Liverpool have that sort of home advantage, as you like to say, in the second leg. I'm doing these over 2 legs, purely because we're going to see how these 2 sides can pan out and how they can play, really. We're going to see what Liverpool can do this game. They have to come back from this 1-goal deficit. They do have those 2 away goals, which could prove to be vital, but we're going to see who comes out on top, as the first highlight of the game comes 10 minutes in. Bit of a slower start this game. Mane on the ball now. Beckham tackles him, he's got back for United. Fabinho plays it out to Mane. Can Neville take him? He can't. And Mane nearly puts that in the back of the net for Liverpool. Liverpool coming out firing again this game. Bosnick now plays it forward. Giggs can't win that header. And Salah is off to the races. He's going forward. And he puts that miles wide. You'd think he'd play better than that. Liverpool, as you can see, 60% possession, 5 shots, 1 on target. United struggling big time. As we can see, only 1 shot for them, 40% possession. Alexander-Arnold stands over a free kick. Gomez is there and it's tipped. I think that was... No, it wasn't tipped. Just went over the bar there. And we've gone into half-time. A very, very quick first half. No key highlights there compared to the first leg. But Liverpool, as you can see, dominating. Absolutely dominating out there. We're going to make those substitutes again in the 65th minute, as I showed you. Mane being very error-prone out there. So this is where the Origi substitution comes in. And Chamberlain is going to come in, I think, for Henderson now. Going to switch these two around, and then James Milner in as well. This is where if the midfield is struggling out there, in the likes of Henderson and Wijnaldum, Wijnaldum's had a decent game out there, but I think Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain this season had a fantastic season for them. Brilliant, brilliant season. Came in and did the business, and James Milner can still play that box-to-box midfielder role. He's a lot more apt playing there. That's how I'm going to change the side for Liverpool to try and become a bit more attacking, get a bit more efficient out there. And in terms of United, we see Dwight Cole having a poor game out there, so Solskjaer's going to come back in. Sheringham in for Andy Cole, because Sheringham did play quite a few games for them. Solskjaer coming in to play that position as well, though. And then I believe Nicky bought in for Roy Keane, because Roy Keane's not having a fantastic game out there. Balanced again for United, and we're going to play the last 30 minutes of the game, basically, including adding time. And we're going to see who can come out on top. Beckham with a free kick in. Alisson claims it now. What can Liverpool do? They're going to play it out from the back. They don't, and they find Origi immediately. You find Salah. Can he get a ball in, perhaps? He can't. He plays it back to Alexander-Arnold. He's got a good whip on him, but Paul Scholes pockets him, and Sheringham now plays it to Solskjaer, who's come on late, and he's done it all over again. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets an away goal, his first goal of the season, and it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer who comes on as a substitute and does the business. He's never in doubt to score when coming on as a sub. It's the 72nd minute though, so 20 minutes remain. Liverpool dominated this game, as you can see, but United just edged that bit of quality, I think. 80th minute now, coming up to the 82nd. Can Liverpool maybe edge back into this game? A 2-1 might take them through here. 87th minute now, and it's looking less and less likely as we carry on. Liverpool have just had a poor game here as another highlight late on. Solskjaer, Gary Neville now, plays the ball across. Oxlade-Chamberlain's intercepted it, and now Origi, who's got fresh legs, the Champions League winner for them basically, has lost the ball out. Beckham plays it forward to Solskjaer again, he's through on goal, and Gomez makes a good tackle, a last-ditch attempt there. 92nd minute now, United probably wasting time. Gary Neville with the throwing back to Gary Nev now, out for a throw-in, and it's looking more and more likely this is going to end 4-2 in aggregate to Manchester United. This 99 treble side, just unbeatable really. Unbeatable, the sheer quality across that four in the midfield. How compact they play. Balance, can go forward, can go back, can play route one. The ball's over the top for them. And there we have it. There's the image everyone wanted to see. The 99 Man United squad. Unbeaten. Brilliant game out there. A credit to Liverpool. They dominated the games, as you can see. 24 shots, 7 on target. 57% possession. Mane struggled against Gary Neville and Ronnie Johnson, should I say, sorry. Jaap Stam and Irwin on that other side. Fantastic game all round by Manchester United. And to top it off, Solskjaer scores in the dying minutes, the 73rd minute basically, after coming on. It finishes 4-2, and there we have it. Manchester United, the treble winning side, comes out on top. So I hope you enjoyed this experiment, an interesting one out there. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe as well, it always helps the channel out. And as well as that, leave down below who you would like to see me replicate. I've got a few teams out there that are quite interesting, so I'd like to try and pit them against each other. I think this would be a nice series. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy. Have a great day, and I shall catch you in the next episode. See you soon. Ciao.